What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Martin, aka Level here, back today with another video, ladies and gentlemen. The other day I was sick and uploaded some videos, and it felt like my sickness came back around and kicked my butt again. Okay, so I took like another day or two off, and you might hear it in my voice a little bit, so I do apologize if you can, but I'm pretty much, I think, like at 95%. I was at 85% probably the other day. I think I got knocked back down to like 45, and now I'm pretty good. And then yesterday we were just really busy. So when I tell you I feel very terrible, very freaking terrible that we did not celebrate Namjoon's birthday, oh, I owe the world to him now, bro. So the next week, you better be prepared. We are reacting to Mono, which is his first mixtape or playlist, as him and others like to call it. And the reason for it, and I have it here, is because it is also described as a playlist because it was released to be listened to as a cohesive body of work. Now, the homie Namjoon did drop this mixtape in 2018, so it's been out for some time now, and I owe it all to you, Namjoon. Okay, I do apologize. It is your birthday, so happy late birthday, and it is still your birthday because it is your birthday week. Okay, I'm the type of person, we don't celebrate birthdays, we celebrate birthday weeks. So I owe this whole week and dedicate it all to you, good sir. We're going to be reacting to his mixtape today, his album either today or tomorrow, and then watching his live stream. I'm just still waiting for the subtitles to be put onto the live stream. Right now, they're still auto-generated and stuff like that, and I don't want to do that. I want the full subtitles. So don't you guys worry. Namjoon, this week is dedicated to you. Happy birthday. Hope you had an amazing birthday. Hope you got all the birthday wishes. I hope that all your birthday wishes came true and you got all the goodies and the cake, and got to ride your bicycle and all those fun things, right? Got to go to lots of museums, see some art pieces, everything that it is that you wanted to do for your birthday. I hope you got, and many, many more. So let's not waste no more time. The first song off of this album, or mixtape, sorry, not album, mixtape and or playlist, is called Tokyo. I want to see where it all started for the homie RM. I wanted to see what he sounded like and how he progressively gets better. I've listened to his new album, Right Place, Wrong Person, many times, right? I have not gotten to Indigo, and I am very aware that I should have been by this point, and that is where the song Wildflower definitely comes from, which is probably one of my favorite, probably top 10, 12 BTS songs of all time. That song hits me hard. I'm not gonna lie, I love Wildflower a lot, the message behind it, the lyrics, but we are not here for Indigo and Wildflower and all that. We are here for Mono, so I'm very excited. Again, the first song is Tokyo, so let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into this mixtape and playlist. 7 tracks on this mixtape, so without any further ado, it would really mean a lot if you guys could please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, as all these things help with the channel moving forward. And without any further ado, Tokyo, Mono, let's get into it. Y'all don't make fun of my juice pouch either.
Wake up in Tokyo, feel like a torso. I know it's time to go. I see Pinocchio wearing a poncho. That's me some time ago. Do I miss myself? Do I miss your face? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's really nice. That's smooth. I like that.
Life is a wave that sometimes you cannot say. And ash is a thing that someday we all should pay.
Damn.
When tomorrow different it's gonna be. Why do love and hate sound just the same to me?
Some very powerful words there.
I just wanna stop right next to you. If I could choose my dream, I just wanna stop right next to you.
Yo, that's smooth. This is putting me like in a vibe. Yo, that was dope. That's a dope intro. That's a dope. You know what's crazy is I wasn't expecting that from him, like this kind of vibe. But can you hear Right Place, Wrong Person? Some of the songs that are on that album, you can, is it just me or can you see like this sound a little bit? Sounds like a few of the songs or vibe that's on that album. Is it just me or can y'all hear that too? I don't know why when he first started kind of doing that, talking a little bit where he's like,
I say Pinocchio, we're in a poncho. That's me some time ago.
To me, like that sense, that vibe that he has going there, that flow a little bit, sounds a little bit to me like a few of the songs or the vibe that comes off of Right Place, Wrong Person. I hear the I don't know. I'm hearing a similarity there, and maybe it's just me. Do y'all hear that as well, or am I just? I can see a connection. I don't know. Like you can hear where maybe that vibe and feel to him has always kind of been there. And you know when I listen to Right Place, Wrong Person for the first time, the sound of that from Namjoon was not something I was expecting. And if y'all are me a little bit and you can kind of hear the similarity, it's always been there. For you guys, it's always been there. If anybody who's heard this as well, which is probably like 99% of y'all, I'm that 1%. You've heard that sound from him before because I don't know why. They sound a little bit similar. This song has a similar vibe to some of the ones that are on that album. And to me, like I said, this was the first time I'm listening to it. That album was a different sound that I just was not expecting. And I know always don't always expect the unexpected from them, but now I can hear there's something there. There's something, at least for me, there is. I could be completely wrong, so you guys will have to let me know in the comment section. But this song was a bit of a vibe. Again, didn't know how he was going to start the album, but we're already being put into, I feel like I don't know, like a lonely vibe there a little bit. Like I'm by myself. I'm running solo, right? Maybe it's a dark night. I'm cruising. This is something that has, especially when that little humming comes in a little bit as the chorus. This was vibey. This was very vibey. And again, some of the words that he says throughout of here, throughout this first intro song or intro into the mixtape. Yeah, he was saying some things. This one right here, there's a few here that I would like to just kind of maybe bring up a little bit if I can. He said, life is a word that sometimes you cannot say, and ash is the thing that someday we all should be. Like, whoa. I get it, death is inevitable and it's all coming to us, but I don't know why this little line just kind of hit me in the heart a little bit. Like, Yeah, I get it. Why do love and hate sound just the same to me? I can't sleep. Homesick, babe. I just want to stay right next to you. If I could choose my dream, I just want to stay right next to you. He kind of used a word that I was going to use kind of a second ago. He used the word homesick. I think by what he's talking about and stuff, and he's kind of giving me the same vibe. Like I can almost kind of feel that sense of loneliness that he's definitely feeling right now. And obviously the song is called Tokyo. The boy is from Korea, obviously. And I think we're feeling a little bit homesick. At the time that he wrote this, he probably was away from Korea for a while. And it's a beautiful place, beautiful people, beautiful culture. It's just not what he wants and or is used to. When he says, babe, I believe it is Korea. We're feeling a bit homesick right now. He just mentioned that. We want to go back home. This new feeling, I'm not connecting with. I'm not vibing with. I need to be where I want to be. I just want to be right next to you. I think that is Korea. It could potentially be armies as well, but I think we're more so talking about Korea. Or with armies, you know, being around army and stuff like that. I don't know, because armies are all over the world. So which is why I kind of feel like we're talking a little bit more about just being kind of back home in Korea, where we're you know, used to the city life there, right? We may not be used to the Tokyo life, and it's a different place. Like I said, a little bit of a different culture. You know, they got their own thing going on over there. I like what I'm used to, right? And I feel that loneliness vibe coming from him off of this song. So let's get on. I love this. The intro was dope. Let's get on to number 2, the second song, which is going to be, let me look at my Seoul. And they spelled it exactly the way Seoul, like in Seoul, Korea, is spelled, not Soul, Seoul. And this song does have it says it's produced by Honey, Honne. Hope I'm saying that right.
차가운 새벽 공기에 난 몰래 눈을 뜨네 이 도시의 harmony 난 너무나 익숙해 내 어린 날들은 아득하고 빌딩과 차들만 가득해도 이젠 여기가 나의 집인걸
I love this vibe already.
바람이 비슷한 걸까 무슨 영혼을 가졌길래 무엇이 날 이토록 너의 곁에 잡아두나 내게 난 추억조차 없는데 난 이제 네가 너무 지겨워 너의 맨날 똑같은 잿빛 표정 아니 나는 내가 두려워 이미 너의 부가 돼버렸거든 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I love you so 사랑과 미움이
I like how we're flipping back between the word love and hate.
있어도 풍경이 바뀌는 버스와 비슷한 듯 조금씩 다른 빌딩 역한 듯 아닌 듯한 삶의 향과 따뜻한 척하는 차가운 공원들 늘 헤매야 하는 사람들과 너만은 하늘 품는 한강들과 혼자 하늘을 볼 수 없는 그네들과 다 큰애들과 좀 늦어버린 친구들은 툭하면 떠나겠다 해 난 끄덕거려보지만 웃질 못해 너무 인정하기 싫지만 이미 난 너의 미움과 그 역겨움까지 다 사랑해 전기천에 비린내 사랑해 선율도의 쓸쓸함을 사랑해 돈만 있으면 살기 좋다던 어느 택시기사의 그 한숨까지도 I love you
Love you so hate you so Yo. I'm gonna let this finish. Hold on. I know that the homie RM goose off a lot of the time with his ability to sing. and he'll like, I don't know, like you'll hear him sing and it'll be playful, and you're like, homie Namjoon's not the best at singing. Like he almost kind of, I don't know. Like I can't sing, but when he plays around, it's funny, right? He's definitely not being serious when you hear the takes of him actually singing, like with the boys and stuff, just goofing off. That's not him actually singing. How wonderful does his voice sound right here? We're going to go back and listen to this chorus, which, by the way, I love. We're talking about Seoul now. So we just got off the song Tokyo, and we're kind of talking about the love-hate relationship that we have with our own, you know, in his case, with Seoul. And if love and hate are the same word, I hate you so. And then we go straight from that into if love and hate are the same words, I love you so. Having that love-hate relationship with where he's from. And that's, I think that's everybody with everywhere they live, right? You love and appreciate the place that you grew up, right? You remember where you came from. But there are things about it that you maybe don't necessarily like, or things that you maybe would change, right? And me being from Lubbock, which I've mentioned many times with you guys, there are lots of things that I absolutely love about this city. Reasons why I would never move from Lubbock. A lot of people are like, Martin, would you ever venture out? As a nurse, you could get a job anywhere. Would you ever consider moving anywhere? Absolutely not. Right? Absolutely not. I love Lubbock too much. It's a great size for me. Are there things I would change about this city? Absolutely. The weather here is terrible. You never know what to expect. It could be 100 degrees tomorrow, but be like almost blizzard-like cold the next day. It could be completely dry and just humid one day, and then the next day it's pouring rain with nothing but thunderstorms. I mean, the weather here changes more, I feel like, than any other place in the world, and that's just me. And how cruddy it is kind of here, just living Lubbock with the air and the weather and stuff. But I do love the people here. I love the city. There's not much to do, but I love it. And it's a perfect size for me. Right. But I want to mention here and go back to what my original thought, which was how beautiful and how amazing this little harmony like voice that Namjoon has right now with singing this chorus. It's lovely, right? It has a soft, very calming, comforting sound to it. And this is something that I feel like the homie RM doesn't get recognized enough, by me at least, right? I need to start calling out and recognizing that stuff like this, right? Things that I may not get to hear much from him, which is the singing part, but I'm hearing it now and I absolutely love it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful sound. Same thing with like the homie Sugar, for instance, right? We hear on his album D-Day, I was, you know, ready to hear all the amazing raps and lyrics that I knew that he was going to bring to the table. But when he starts to sing, he will blow you away with his voice. And here I get that same kind of, right, like feeling and sensation from the homie RM is when he sings on this part right here, I'm actually entrapped in his voice. It's a beautiful, calm, soothing voice when he sings. And it's not something I get to hear much of. And I'm loving every moment of it right now. I'm already going to be downloading the song onto my phone, bro. I love you so. I hate you so. right now he's singing it differently than he did just a second ago. And look how amazing it still sounds. I love you so. Yo, this song is vibey. I hate you so. I'm adding this one to the playlist for sure, bro. Yo, he is cooking with these vibes off the first two. I always say this all the time. Did I take so long to listen to this, bro? Like, what the hell is wrong with me? This was so damn good. And again, we're just continuing the streak of BTS, meaning whether it's the group song or individually, they've yet to show me a song I do not like. Are these your favorites? Maybe not. Are they high up there for me? Oh, these are vibey. Oh, these are vibey. The first song, 10 out of 10. I'm giving this one a 10 out of 10. I love this. I like the last one. They are continuing the streak of they have yet to show me something that I just don't like. That's correct, bro. I'm telling. And this is in 2018. 2018. He's pretty much what, 5 years maybe in? They were 2013 to 18, so 5 years in. This is his first mixtape by himself. There's a few people I see like for instance, this is produced by Honey, Honne. I hope I'm saying that right. And I don't know if it's a feature with Eon, with Badbye, which we'll get to later. And then with Nell, I don't know if they necessarily are like features or I don't know. With Everything Goes. This is great. He was cooking up something in 2018, bro. This is nasty. This is nice. This is nice. I'm loving this vibe. I'm loving this. And you know, with listening to this song, and reading some of the lyrics, you get to see again kind of what I was expanding off earlier about things I like, things that I necessarily don't like about Lubbock. And now that I'm thinking about it, now that I was reading some of these lyrics again, that I want to say that I kind of misinterpreted what I felt like he was talking about in the beginning. I think in my case, I don't think he's necessarily talking about the things he does or doesn't like about Seoul. I believe he loves Seoul and loves Korea, but it's imperfect. And he still loves and admires Seoul, even with its imperfections, right? It's not necessarily that he loves and hates things about Seoul, no, or doesn't like things about Seoul, but there are things that could be better. But he's, regardless of its imperfections and regardless of things that it definitely could improve on, it's his home and he still loves it and it'll always be a part of him. Right. And now that I read it, now that I got to read some of the lyrics again, that's what I feel like I get out of this song. And I love and I love that. Again, never forgetting where you came from. That's the kind of vibe that I get from this song. Right? That's what I get from this. That love and hate relationship. Oh, I love that. That chorus too. If I love you so I hate you. Love that. Absolutely love this. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. You guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. We are going to be going to the third song here, which is called Moonchild. I have actually a subscriber with this name, and I thought it was just a very creative name. I see where you got it from. So Moonchild, if you happen to be watching this, I hope you comment down below. I apologize because I thought that was just a dope nickname you came up with. I don't know. It may be, I don't know. It may be something different, but I imagine it ties into this song. And I'm very curious if you picked this song, it's got to, if that is the case and there's a tie between your name on YouTube correlating with the song, maybe it has to be like one of your favorite songs. Maybe it was a song that you first heard. Maybe it's a song that just really sticks to you. I'm very curious if that is the case. Now I'm definitely interested to hear what this song is about. And if it's anything like the first and second one, we're in for another vibey treat, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get right into it with Moonchild. Sorry if I cough, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Ain't no fantasy, can't breathe in sunlight. Gotta hide your heart. We want to be side, 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 side. So first we glide, 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 glide.
Suffer to be glad.
Moonchild, that's supposed to be. Yeah, all the pain, all the sorrow, that's innocent. You want my life is like this. We got a dance in the rain, dance in the pain. Even though we crash now, we gon' dance in the plane. Yeah, you know we pull the bomb, it 분명히 필요해. 이거는 누구도 아닌 나만이 나 위로해. It's a try, sad as is. But don't you tell yourself. Moonchild, you shine when you rise. It's your time. Come on, yeah. Moonchild, don't cry. When moonrise, it's your time. Come on, yeah. Moonchild, you shine. When moonrise, it's your time. Come on, yeah. 마주칠 때 한 번도 떠나지지가 않아. 죽고 싶다며 그만큼 넌 또 열심히 살아댔네. 려놓고 싶다며 또 다른 줄을 달아. 생각하지 말자 생각조차 생각이잖아. You know 사실은 우린 이런 운명이란 걸. 끝없는 고통 속에 웃는 거란 걸. 자유란 말하는 순간 자유는 없어. You know, do you know? 다시금 내 영혼의 눈으로 저 밤하늘을 봐. 너에겐 보여줄 거야 너의 창노할 시간. 알고 있니 저 가로등에 또 가시가 많아. 소멸하는 빛을 자세히 한번 쳐다봐야 그냥 갈까. 참 잔인하지 않니? 누구의 가시들이 모여 펼쳐진 장관에 분명 누군가 너의 가시를 보며 위로받겠지. 우리 서로의 약점 서로의 딸.
Yo, this song is crazy, bro. And again, the homie RM coming with the banger vocals, bro. He sounds fantastic. Bro, and the beats, bro, for each of these songs have been really good. We need to recognize that as well. They've been really, really good. Bro, this was this was good. This was good. This was fire as well. So far the homie on his mixtape, he's 3 for 3. And I'm showing because on like Apple Music, they have like a little like dot or star that kind of shows up by an individual song. And this is because this is telling me that Seoul and Moonchild off of this mixtape are the most popular songs off of it, or like trendy or something like that. So obviously you guys love it as well. And I'd have to agree with you. Again, I want to compliment, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, RM's vocals. He is doing a fantastic job with the rapping portion, the singing portion, and the beat selection. Remember, even though somebody else may have produced the song or whatever the case, like last song, it was Honey, you know, the beats and everything that he's selecting are absolutely fantastic. And they're all fitting the vibe. And I will agree, again, remember we talked about earlier, like RM and others have called this a playlist because of the continuous vibe that it provides, that kind of cohesiveness that the album, or the mixtape, sorry, not the album, brings together. It kind of flows smoothly. I would have to agree. I mean, from the first song to the second song to the third song, you could almost picture it as one giant long song up to this point, because the vibe has been there, right? I definitely do get a little bit more of the lonelier solo, kind of the depressed feel a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely 100% okay with that. He was putting us in some moods back in 2018, was he not? I mean, he did phenomenal with this, with the first three songs. I mean, he is killing it right now. He's absolutely killing it. Now let's talk about this song. When I've heard the term Moonchild in the past, before I listened to the song or anything, I've always kind of thought it was like somebody who had that deep connection with the world, specifically at nighttime, like spiritually, on an emotional level and stuff like that. Like they just, the nighttime in them have that connection, right? After listening to the song, I kind of get a sense of we're walking through the darkness here, kind of like the night sky, and using the moon as that kind of light a little bit to help find your way, right? I feel like we're talking to those who are stuck at the bottom of the barrel, maybe feeling hopeless and needing or wanting a way out, and to use the moon and or the light, right? The light like from the moon as their guide out of that darkness. That's what I kind of feel like with this song a little bit. We start with this a little bit. We were born to be sad, sad, suffer to be glad, glad. Come on, y'all, Moonchild, Moonchild, that's how it's supposed to be. All these pains and all these sorrows, that's our destiny. See, you in my life was like this. We got to dance in the rain, dance in the pain. Even though we crash down, we're going to dance in the plane. I feel like what we kind of say here a little bit is he's telling whoever's listening, right? Whoever this song is truly speaking to, that life is about hardships. It's about getting knocked down. It's about going through pain, hardships, and or suffering throughout your life, right? It's finding a way to battle through these things in order to be happy, right? Or it's at least finding the happiness between all the pain and the suffering, and or just finding a way, again, using that light a little bit, in this case the moon. Maybe we're putting ourselves in that own depressive state. We gotta get out of it, right? You have to find a way, away from the pain and suffering that you're feeling at this time, right? Does that kind of make sense? Because I feel like I'm onto it. This song's a bit tricky. I feel like I understand. It's just a bit difficult to explain it a little bit, if that makes sense. It's not just whoever he's trying to speak to that's going through this. I believe RM himself has gone and is at the time maybe going through these things. Maybe this is what kind of encouraged him to write the mixtape a little bit, right? I keep saying album. I do apologize, because he says here, I only could console myself, not nobody else, right? It's okay to shed the tears, but don't you tear yourself. I believe RM is, again, being a little bit vulnerable here and letting us know, I myself am going through these things. You are not alone, right? But I am the one who's going to have to get myself out of this state. It's going to be me, right? You can lean on others. And again, right here, it's okay to cry. It's okay to shed these tears. Just do not, tear yourself. Do not, release that kind of suffering and pain. Do not build it up inside. Allow it. Maybe that's part of the healing process, right? It's better to let things out rather than to keep them in. And I think by doing so, by allowing yourself to express these feelings, it prevents you from tearing yourself even more, right? The damage of holding these emotions in really can affect you. And I think this is one of the first steps to getting, you know, over this pain, over this suffering, over this depression, whatever it is that that you're going through. One of the first things is to express these emotions and not let them consume you and build up inside or anything like that. I absolutely love the song, right? I think it's beautiful. I love the messages behind it. Beautiful song. I mean, beautiful song. I definitely have a different definition of what it means to be a Moonchild now, as opposed to what I had before, right? What I kind of interpreted it as before then, I feel like RM's given the word a whole new meaning and or expanded on what a Moonchild really is. Absolutely love this song. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Let's get into the fourth song of the mixtape, which is Badbye with Eon. I hope I'm saying that right. Lord, this is definitely an R&B. Okay. Not bad. That's it. Very short. Very short. Only a minute 55. Not much to say about this one. Only continuing, again, what feels like a kind of a negative and emotion a little bit, right? Just that expression and feeling continuing on from the first, the second to the third song to now with Badbye. Not much to say. Really good, though. Nothing bad. Good little beat. Definitely, like I said, bringing on that more negative emotion. I still feel like, and again, I'm okay with it. Absolutely. I don't need every song to be sunshine and rainbows. This song just continuing on with that vibe from the first, the second to the third song. Definitely having a good flow here. Definitely having a beautiful and wonderful transition from song to song as we make our way through to number 5, which is called Uhgood, I think. Uhgood. I know that's not good. That's got to be Uhgood.
All I need is me. All I need is me. I know. All you need is you. Yeah. All you need is you. You know. 현실 너무 멀구먼 그 두 다리 건너 내게 닿고 싶어 진짜 내게
Beautiful song so far as well.
진짜 내게 yeah. All I need is me.
All I need is me. All I need is me. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
But why do I feel lonely? I feel so lonely when I'm with me. I feel so lonely when I'm with me. 살다 보면 비를 받을 수도 있어. 그래야 너도 비를 받을 수가 있어. 맨날 며칠이 비가 내릴 수도 있어. 저 사막에도 비가 내릴 수가 있어. 근데 미안한 나를 포기할 수가 없어. 내가 아는 날엔 난 놓아줄 수가 없어. 내 머릿속에 난 이렇게 온전한데 완전한데 어긋나는 건 너무 아픈 것 겪지 않으면 알 수가 없는 것 내 예상과 현실 너무 멀구먼 그 두 다리 건너 내게 닿고 싶어 진짜 내게 yeah, yeah. 진짜 내게 yeah. 진짜 내게 yeah, yeah. 진짜 내게 yeah.
This is good. This was good. This was good. Absolutely love it. This was good. You know what's interesting is right off the bat, he starts the song off by saying, all I need is me. All I need is me. It's like he's having a conversation with himself because he then follows up with all you need is you. All you need is you. Almost like we're talking in the mirror. Right. But here's what's interesting is he kind of contradicts himself. Right. Because I don't know, like it's funny. It's weird how he goes from all I need is me. Right. Which kind of saying that out loud would be like, you know, you would think if I was just to say that all I need is me, I'd be a bit selfish. Right. But that's not the vibe that I kind of get from this song. However, right after he says all I need is me, I would think like if I was to hear him say that, like when it comes to like uplifting himself, right, you know, giving himself those words of wisdom and stuff, like he doesn't need anybody else to tell him he can do it. He can do that by himself, right? He has so much confidence, I guess you could say. However, in the following lines, he says, sometimes I am disappointed. Actually, I'm trampling on me. This is all you got. You need to do a lot better. Right. He goes into instantly judging himself. It's weird. I don't know. Like it's very interesting. Almost like, I don't know. Like they say that you're like your biggest competition or like your worst enemy is yourself. Right. And I guess that's the kind of vibe that I got from that right off the bat. For somebody who says all I need is me, maybe that's what he means is all he needs is himself. Right? Have confidence in himself, but tell himself when he needs to improve. At the same time, he needs to get better. Like he doesn't need or care for the judgment of others and or the compliments of others. He can do that himself, maybe. I don't know. But I agree here. Like we are, again, he's being vulnerable. We're hearing maybe some of these thoughts that are in his head about you should be much better. You should die before you lose, right? Hearing things like this, we have to win. You go against, it's so very sick, right? Like, and he says this sick line later as well when he tells himself, like, I guess, to go against being perfect, something like that. I can't exactly remember. Let's see if I can find it real quick. But right here, perfect. Go against, it's so very sick. So to go against, you know, anything or to be anything other than perfect makes him, I guess, kind of feel like ashamed within himself. right? He could be his biggest, I don't know, like his biggest motivator is himself. But the biggest enemy of his life could also be himself as well, right? Like he could be his biggest motivator, he could be his biggest downfall, right? And that's a big problem, but something that we all, again, I feel like can relate to. Some of us, including myself, maybe not necessarily him, but myself, I do care what people do think about me. And some of the times these thoughts of what people could think of me translate into what I end up kind of thinking about myself as well, right? Especially with like this YouTubing stuff. Every time I put out a video, I always, even though I get lots of beautiful comments, I always think that 99% of the people didn't like it. I could have done much better. And until I start recording the next video, up until then, I'm literally thinking to myself how much it sucked, how horrible it is, how I could be better, how I should do better. And you know, I kind of have some of these shameful and ugly thoughts up until I do the next video. And then usually it's a repeating cycle. So again, something that I personally will share with you guys. And I don't know exactly if that's what's going on here, but that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. So you guys will have to let me know in the comment section down below. I am very curious. I do feel like I get that from this song, how he's trying to live up to perfection, but himself won't allow that to happen because of all the negative thoughts he has about himself and or positive things. Like it's kind of like an endless battle within his own mind up against his own self, right? Against his own thoughts and stuff. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. I'm very curious of what you guys have to say, right? So make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below. But let's get into the next song here, which is Everything Goes with Nell. Very nice, right off the bat. Lovely voice. Wow.
여름이 오나 꽃이 짓고 열매가 있듯이 모든 것은 아파야만 해 세상을 낳고 숨을 훅 들이마셔봐 내 폐 안에 가득 들어찬 따간 공기가 모든 걸 말해 그래 수없이도 마시고 싶었던 나파고 무뎌지던 오랜 시간들 바로 그 아래 everyday I pray 내가 좀 더 나은 어른이 될 수 있게 and everyday I stay 사람도 아픔도 언젠가는 죽기에 무뎌지려면 바람을 맞아 하잖아 꿈속에서는 영원할 수가 없잖아 힘내라 부여 말 대신 다 그렇다 거짓말 대신 그저 이 모든 바람처럼 진행해 비가 와 모든 건 지나가
Wow. Wow. I think the one word, two words that I feel like I should express with this song. Number one, wow. And number two, powerful. Maybe even uplifting. But very, very, very powerful. You know what's funny is throughout this entire song, throughout this entire mixtape, I've gotten that sense of depression, loneliness, darkness, lost, hopeless. And then the mood switch. And after this song, I feel powerful. I feel hopeful. I feel like I'm in the light. I feel more at ease. I feel some comfort. This song, even with as calming and as soothing as it is very powerful. Everything goes, and I love how we say this continuously. It passes. Eventually. Everything you're going through, everything that you're feeling, it passes. It will get better. That hope, that's all some people need sometimes. They don't need some long explanation. A couple words can be just as meaningful. And just the term, it passes. It'll pass. Sometimes that may be just enough. If I'd have heard this song 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was really going through it with family, oh, I'd have broke down even more. I'd have broke down those simple words right there. It passes. I think that's what I really needed to hear at that time. Now, when we get to rapping here, like morning comes after night, if summer comes after spring, like berries bloom when flowers die, everything has to hurt. It has to get worse before it can get better. It's going to feel like it can't get any worse. And it probably will. But eventually, when you're at the very bottom, when you're as low as you possibly can go, you know the only way to go from there is up. That's what I feel like when I heard this song. Is again, we are told by RM that no matter how bad it may seem, it will get better and it will pass. And when a lot of people tell you this, you're not sure if you should believe them, especially if you don't have that connection with them. When RM tells me this, I believe every word he says. I trust him. And I think that's what makes the song more powerful, have more meaning to it, is it's not some rando telling me it's going to get better. I love and cherish every single each one of you. And you guys have even shared with me privately some of your own experiences that you are currently going through, some hardships that you are facing. And I want you to know that when I do reply back to you, I mean every goddamn word that I say. Because all of you have been there for me when I needed you most. Now, when I tell you this, because we don't see each other every day, because we don't talk every single day, I don't know how much my words truly mean, but I do hope they mean a lot. But when someone like him tells me what he's telling me, I believe him. I believe him. I really do. I have faith in him, and know that what he's telling me, it's probably because he's either at that point as well, and or he's been there before. I hold on to the world and take a deep breath. The hot air that fills my lungs says everything. The long, painful, dull times I wanted to run away. Every day I pray so that I can be a slightly better adult. Every day I stay, right? And every day I stay because people in pain all die eventually. To be dulled, you'd have to face the wind. You can't always stay inside a dream. Instead of the cloudy words, be strong. Instead of the lie that everyone is like that, pray that this wind will pass like all winds do. And then he goes directly in to the chorus. What an amazing, powerful, and beautiful song. Wow. I'm at a loss of words. I feel like what I just said, it doesn't even come close to how I want to describe my feelings for this song. This is hot, man. This is cold. This is crazy. I can't believe this song. This is beautiful. We got one song left. Forever Rain to end the mixtape. Beautiful song. Let's move on to number 7 of this mixtape. Loving the piano so far, man. This is beautiful already.
하루 종일 비가 왔으면 좋겠어. 누가 나 대신에 좀 울어줬으면 해서. Yeah, 종일 비가 왔으면 좋겠어. 그럼 사람들이 날 쳐다보질 않았어. Yeah, 우산이 슬픈 얼굴 가려주니까 빗속에선 사람들도 저마다 바쁘니까 좀만 느리게 숨 쉴래. 평소에 내 삶도 내 랩도 너무 빠르니까 지금 모든 게 저 위치로 하늘에 나의 그림자가 비치고 난 어둠을 딛고 서 있어. 고개를 밑으로 내 발 뒤꿈치로. Yeah, slow rap, slow jam, slow rain, everything slow. Slow rap, slow jam, slow rain, everything slow. Forever rain. Forever rain.
Yo, he was actually spitting, bro. We're gonna go back at the end of the song. He was saying some meaningful stuff. He was saying some. Yeah, we're just gonna talk about it at the end. And some of the visuals we're gonna talk about as well. His voice, by the way.
비가 오면 조금은 나 친구가 있다는 기분이 들어. 자꾸 내 창문들을 두드려 잘 지내냐면서 안부를 물어. And I answer 난 여전히 삶의 인질. 죽지 못해 살진 않지만 뭔가에 묶여있지. 나도 너처럼 어딘가 두드릴 수만 있다면 온 세상에 진하게 입 맞출 수 있다면 그 누군가 나를 맞아줄까. 내 고된 몸을 어쩜 받아줄까. 제발 아무것도 묻지마. 그냥 영원히 내려줘. 네가 내리면 외롭지 않아. 너라도 내 곁에 있어줘. 잿빛 세상에서 살고 싶어. 영원 따위 없는 걸 알고 있어. Slow rap, slow jam, slow rain,
Everything slow.
When it rains it pours. When it rains it pours. It pours. Forever rain.
Ain't that the truth? If you know what that meaning, we'll go back and talk about it. But if you know what, when it rains, it pours, bro. If you know, you know. But we'll talk about it later. Love his vocals, by the way, bro. Wow. Again, can we talk about Namjoon's vocals here, bro? Like, something that I don't get to hear, like I said, from him a lot of the time. His voice is absolutely stunning when he sings. I know we've heard a few times him goofing off and being silly. With his vocals, right? But when he's with the boys and just being playful, he does not get enough credit, at least from me. His voice is stunning. His voice is so soothing. It's magnificent. I mean, it's calming. Absolutely loved it. And round of applause for this song. This song was absolutely beautiful. And we definitely have a lot to talk about, I feel like. Great song. And going to be adding this to the playlist as well. Absolutely stunning. 10 out of 10. So let me just say that with this song, I feel like RM just wants a world and a place where he doesn't feel like he's being consistently judged all the damn time. I feel like he wants to be accepted. And no matter what he does, no matter how beautiful, like this song, how creative his lyrics may be, and the talent that he brings to the music industry, he will and always forever feel like he is just being judged. Right off the bat, I want to address this right here. Why is it that he's the only one who's not floating? Is it because he's more down to earth, metaphorically and physically? He's more down to earth in a sense of he's not providing judgment to anybody else. He's worried about himself. He doesn't care who you are, what you do, how you think. He accepts you for you no matter what. And that's why everybody else is floating, is because they're not down to earth. Some of these faces that some of these people, first of all, we're going to get into them in just a moment as well. But is that the reason they're floating? They're not accepting of others. They're so judgmental that they can't even be flat on the ground. They're not down to earth. When I hear the words forever rain, I feel like, again, he sees the world in such a negative way. I feel like I get two different vibes here. I feel like the first vibe that I kind of get from it when he says this, or just the word itself, is that it's just a dark, gloomy, gray kind of world because of the judgment, negativity from others. The second vibe I kind of get from it is forever rain being his own tears, him crying, because he may always feel this way. Like, we don't live in a world where nobody's going to be judging there's always going to be somebody judging him. That's how he thinks. So are the forever rain actually his tears? And the reason I'm not sure if this is it is because he says, I wish it rained all day because I'd like someone to cry for me. And again, this right here makes me also know that he does feel, he can't help but at times feel so lonely that he wishes that someone could cry for him. And again, we get into that judgment a little bit that I kind of feel like I was feeling off of, based off of this lyric right off the bat, which was because then people wouldn't stare at me. His face is completely blackened out, right? Completely blackened out. All the other faces of every other person that we see throughout this entire music video is ugly. Let's just be completely honest. It is terrifying with some of the imagery that we get from some of the people. And that's the ironic thing. Those who have no right to judge others are the same people who are judging others and him. We don't get to see who they are on the inside, so they're wearing who they are on the inside literally on their face. This person right here does not have the right to judge anybody else. Neither does this person. Look how misshapen and misformed this person's face is. I think it's interesting how it caves in, almost to me, almost like as if this person is like heartless. They're empty. There's nothing positively filling them inside, that they're completely empty like this. I don't know if that's exactly the case. But any person, not to be mean, any person who looks like this does not have the right to be judging others. And that's the irony. That's the part that I guess he wants you to show, is like, look at how this person is negatively talking about someone possibly, and or staring and having a negative emotion on their face. And look how they look. Look at the imperfections that this person has. But they feel like they have the right to judge, stare, and think about others in a certain way. That's I love that. I don't know. I love that. We know RM for the creative and beast of a rapper that he is. And he says it here, because my life and my rap, they're usually too fast. When we slow everything down, I think now we've come to a point in his career where he wants to talk about maybe something that's underlying a little bit, right? He has his beast mode of rap monster, the monster that he is. And it's almost like I'm getting Namjoon here, right? In his other raps, I feel like I get rap monster, right? I hear the guy that's just going crazy on the beats. Now I feel like I'm talking to Namjoon, the person, not the rapper. I am talking to the person directly, who is telling me I'm standing on the darkness, head down to my heels. Slow rap, slow jam, slow rain, everything slow. He is at a point of his career or his life, and he's vulnerable. His emotions, he feels lonely, he's sad, he's upset, right? And this is, again, another reason why I connect with the boy so well. For him to express this to us takes a lot. So I appreciate everything that he's doing and or saying in this song, because that's, again, with him, and specifically to the song, another reason why I love and appreciate the masterpiece that Namjoon brings to me with each one of his songs and music, is I can connect with the guy. Right? Other rappers that I listen to, they talk about how they bought this watch and bought this car and killed that person. And it's like, these are things I cannot relate to. I love the music, right? Not the whole killing part. No, don't get it twisted. But I love your music. It's just, I can't really connect with you. I'm not rich enough. I don't know what it's like to buy that watch. I don't know what it's like to buy that car, to have this clothing. But I do know what it's like to feel this way. To feel like I'm constantly being judged, to feel like I'm not good enough, to know that, you know, no matter what I do, it'll always feel like it's not good enough, right? And oh my God, that having that sense of you're just like being judged all the time, it's not a good and a happy feeling. It is not a happy feeling at all. Is this path that we're walking on, is this down here the happy path? Are we walking in a world of loneliness and sadness and misery a little bit, right? And we can see what it's like in a world that's not like this. We can reflect on times when we were happy, We weren't sad and we weren't depressed and feel lonely. That we had that happiness and light in our eyes. I don't know. Somebody tell me the meaning of this reflection at the bottom and this path that we're walking on, because I'm a little bit confused there. When it rains, I get a little feeling that I do have a friend. Keep knocking on my windows, ask me if I'm doing well, and I answer, I'm still a hostage of life. I don't live because I can't die, but I'm chained to something just like you. If I could just knock on somewhere, if I could kiss the whole world so hard, would someone welcome me? He just wants to be accepted. He is tired of being judged. He just wants to feel good enough. And honestly, reading that is very upsetting because I don't want the homie Namjoon to feel this way. And I hate that he has to feel this way. Army accepts you. I accept you. You're safe in this world that involves you and includes Army in it. I guarantee you that. And in a world where you get to have the 6 other brothers with you, the other members of BTS, you're accepted, and we love you and appreciate everything that you do. We do accept you. You are safe here. And I know he knows that probably now. I hope he does. I don't really know what to say, man. Off that alone, I'm so speechless. I'm so speechless. He took my breath away with them lyrics, man. And you know, during times like this, you know, it just poured rain here in Lubbock yesterday. And you know what's funny is when it rains, maybe that's another thing of like forever rain and the meaning of the song. When it does rain, you know what's funny is I can't help but stop for a moment. Think. Taking it all in, breathing. Every time it rains, I've either cried, I've been in deep thought. The world kind of just feels like it stops for a moment there, if we're being completely honest. When it's not a full-on thunderstorm and it's chaotic, it's just raining. Not a lot of wind either. It's quiet, and only thing you can hear are the sounds of the rain. These are some of the times when I've thought to myself a lot, thought out loud, cried. And at the same time, it's also soothing and comforting. And I think when he talks about earlier about he likes when it rains because it makes him feel like someone's crying for him, it almost feels like he has like a relationship with the rain and the weather, right? And especially in a world like this, he feels that connection with the rain. And the way he explains that is honestly and truthfully beautiful. He's friended the rain, something that can't talk, something that can't speak. It's just water falling from the sky, and he has found comfort in that, a friend in that, and it seems like it's really helped him. And that's beautiful. Sad, but beautiful. And right before this part, I'm going to kind of talk as this happens. He just brought up the lyrics right before this scene happens is he says repeatedly, when it rains, it pours. I talked about that. We were going to talk about this. Right earlier throughout the entire music video, we got a lot of rain. And as he says this, when it rains, it pours, forever rain, forever rain, forever rain. We're no longer getting just rain anymore. It almost feels like the world is coming crashing down. It almost looks like a goddamn meteor shower. Right? As this camera starts to back up, we get a more bigger visual. It almost feels like his world is crashing down. He's visually showing you this because when it rains, it pours means that when one thing starts, usually worse things are to come still. And I think he says this because if we allow ourselves to feed into this, in this case, he's getting judged by others. If we feed into that, if we start to believe these things, it's only going to make things for yourself even worse. It's gonna get worse. And that's what continues that cycle of depression, feeling lonely, letting everything consume you. And that's exactly what this black hole little does later here in just a moment. It consumes his world. It's completely black. And this is probably how he feels. It started off as one thing, and the more and more he looked into it, and the more and more he let it consume him, it literally started to consume him. Again, that's sad. That it can happen. You know, that's why it's better to talk to somebody, right? To have a family member, a mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, even a friend, someone to talk to. Dealing with these problems and stuff on your own can be difficult. It is possible, but it can be difficult. And that's how I feel like he's interpreting the song a little bit. Again, I could be completely wrong. This is definitely just how it stuck out to me, right? Is if we allow ourselves to be consumed by that negative energy, all that judgment of, you know, feeling just imperfect, it'll start to literally take over and consume you. It'll make you feel like you're just in this pit of darkness. And that's where the music video ends. We even saw a dove throughout the song, right? Something that's supposed to symbolize like freedom or hope and stuff. And it completely breaks apart every single time you see it. That hope that he's getting, that he's able to get a glimpse of maybe at times in his life, it feels like it's just not there. It's breaking apart. This song was absolutely beautiful. Sad, but beautiful. I think a lot of us can connect to this song in some way, shape, or form, either now or at some point in your life. The fact that he's able to be so vulnerable with us is not something that you see with every artist. The fact that he's able to make a connection with his audience, with Army, the listener, is not something a lot of artists can achieve. A lot of us have probably been here, including myself. And it's nice to know that somebody else has gone through something similar themselves. And you look now, when this song came out back in 2018 to now, it looks like he's doing a whole lot better. And these things will pass, right? It will get better. It's going to be hard for a while, but man, does it get better. And again, to know that someone I highly respect, someone I look up to, admire, idolize, who has shared similar feelings and or emotions as I have, and has managed to fight through them and gotten to the place that he's at today, only makes me feel even more hopeful for the future for myself. And that's how I feel and have interpreted this song. Hope you guys enjoyed everything. Do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Absolutely loved and enjoyed every single moment of this with you guys. And that's all for me. Until next time, peace.